Hello everyone and welcome to another day on Mad World, the new island. Today we are continuing the process to make this island feel less like a deserted island and more like a home we can live for a long time in comfort. Now, my voice might sound a little different than all of you are used to. This is because there is some bronchitis bubbling up under the surface. So I hope you guys will forgive me if I do sound a little patchy at times, but that didn't make the filming of this any less enjoyable. Now, we don't have access to the museum yet, as it is very much in construction, so we cannot deliver fish, fossils, or critters to Blathers. But there's plenty of other things to do in the meantime. And one thing I'm very happy and excited about, as you can see, is that we don't live in a tent any longer. There's an actual real house, and those that have played the game before know what that means. Storage! Let's quickly hop inside and drop off things from our backpack that we currently have no need for. Feeling much lighter, without carrying so many supplies around, we make our way over to Resident Surface's tent to have a little chat with Tom Nook about what we're going to do next. As Tom explains to us what Happy Home Academy entails, all I can think about is the looming debt that we're going to be in after this conversation. It really does feel unfair with the amount of work we do around here that we're still charged this much just to not live in a tent anymore. Tom Nook is a scammer, but we already knew that. Before we get to leave and recover from learning about the massive 98,000 bell debt that's looming over our heads, Timmy wants to have a little chat. And unlike Tom Nook, Timmy knows how to negotiate his way to improvements without leaving me broke and on the beach with a cardboard box to live in. I can't wait to have an actual shop with more items and better ways to make money. So let's cut the talk and get to chopping wood for the foundations. Okay, so it may have just been because it's been a while since I played early game to grind for materials, but I had completely forgotten about the existence of wasps. Unfortunately, they didn't forget about me. And fumble as I do, I was too late with the net, so I now have a glorious bump where one of my eyes used to be. Fashion statement? Maybe. Roald, however, didn't believe my fashion statement story and taught us the recipe for some medicine to cure this. Look. Helpful? Maybe. However, he did make it seem like he was mocking me. That rude little penguin. Okay, that was enough hold up for now. We have plenty of wood to chop for Timmy, so let's get on with it. 30 pieces of each type of wood are needed, and we all know trees never drop the one that you are looking for. Now, it took me a little bit to realize that I had run out of iron and didn't have the amount I needed for the shop, even after smacking all of the rocks around the island that we could reach. But then I remembered. Tom Nook told us about a ticket to a remote island that he left us at the desk of the Dodo airport. Islands have rocks? So off to the skies we go. Orville was very excited and friendly as he explained to us how this flying situation would work. It had been a while, so I was thankful for the reminder. Thankfully, Tom Nook didn't lie to us, so the ticket was actually already at the airport, which meant we got to take a trip without any charge. Well, if we're not counting the massive loan we already have to pay him. Regardless of who paid for this trip, we are in desperate need of iron if we want to finish the shop today. So time to fly. Once we were safely on the ground, or dock in this case, Wilbur was kind enough to explain a little bit about the workings of these visiting islands. You can only come here once, so everything, and everyone, you leave them forever. Yada yada, we don't have time for this. We need iron. Oh, and all the other goodies this island has to offer. We're taking as much as we can possibly carry. Looting everything from more cherries to stone to iron to even flowers and coconuts. This would give us some extra materials for our own island to improve. I could already see myself relaxing on the beach under a coconut tree. Then we saw a figure, Ozzy. While it was an absolute pleasure and honor to meet Ozzy here, I didn't feel like inviting him to our island. Sorry, Ozzy, maybe next time. Our backpack filled absolutely to the brim with items. It was time to head back to Wilbur and convince him that we were really sure about leaving Ozzy behind. Again, sorry, Ozzy. The flight itself was uneventful. Wilbur did provide with some cool aircraft stories to make time go quicker, and that was all the in-flight entertainment we could hope for. Prepared with as much iron as we needed for Timmy, it was time to head back into Resident Services tent as soon as we arrived back onto the Mad World ground. Timmy would be so happy knowing that him and his brother are going to own their own shop, and all because I helped them. That's going to get me a discount later, right? Right? Oh! We even get to decide where the shop is going to be. With the massive burden of this enormous decision, I went out, looked around, sniffed the air, and trusted my gut, and placed the location down without a second thought in the location where I think it'll be fun to decorate later on. Like much later on. This looks like the perfect place. And not to spoil, but for like a shopping district. Absolutely elated with the location, I had one more very big thing that I wanted to do on day 3. Call me vain, but it was time to look like me again. With the Nook miles we gathered throughout the day, I was able to buy some hair colors to use. So after making myself a mirror, it was time to say goodbye to the blonde. It's not quite the hairstyle that I want yet, but that shall be for a future day. A not so distant future day. And with that, we have finished up day 3 on Mad World with great success. Day 4 is going to have a museum and a shop. And hopefully less bumps. That would be good. Now, if you've enjoyed yourself with this video, please leave it a like and let me know in the comments if you would have taken Ozzy to your island. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, night, and happy time zone, and I will see you all in the next one.